blown away because we're thrilled to welcome the incredible master chef, Aditi Bhutia, mother, the genius behind the Blue Fine Foods and Yankees, and the rock star who scored a whopping 75 lakhs in funding on Shark Tank India Season 1 as the opener. As a master chef, India Season 3 top 6 contestant, she's bringing a ton of culinary magic and innovation to the table. Aditi ma'am's journey is not just an inspiring, it's a beacon of hope for all ambitious young women out there. She's proof that even the simplest thing like cooking can turn an ordinary woman into an extraordinary force. She's not just a chef, she's a symbol of empowerment for countless homemakers.
But wait, there's more. Before we dive into the mouth-watering world of MasterChef Aditi Bhutia Madan, let's take a quick peek into the incredible journey that brought her here.
Meet Momo Mami, who sought an investment of rupees 50 lakh, but instead got rupees 75 lakh on Shark Tank India this year. What will you do when you crave home-cooked food? Order it perhaps. Darjeeling's Aditi Madan built a 3.5 crore food venture, bringing the taste of her hometown to the world. When Madan got married in Delhi, she craved the staples from her region, authentic momos and thukpa. Emerging as one of the top 6 MasterChef India contestants, Madan wanted people to experience real Himalayan food. She knew it wasn't going to be easy considering the complexities and perishability of momos. After researching and testing frozen momos without preservatives with a 6-month shelf life, Madan launched Blue Fine Foods in 2016 along with her co-founders Rohan and Naveed. Since then, there has been no looking back. Blue Fine Foods has produced over 35 varieties of frozen momos and spring rolls and has sold more than 80 lakh momos. To continue watching more such stories, like, share and subscribe to the Better India.
Now if I ask the Momo lovers, so we are all a Momo lover, right? So let us hear from ma'am herself about her journey and get some insights into it.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Ludhiana. And I think Dr. Atipriya is very key instrument here to bringing in everyone together here to Ludhiana today. Thank you so much, CTU University and Dr. Atipriya and all the sharks here and all the entrepreneurs and also the students from across the country. My name is Aditi Bhutia Madan and I am the founder of Blue Pine Foods Private Limited and brand Yankees by Momo Mami. My journey, in fact, started more than 2 decades ago when I was in Delhi NCR. At that point of time, before my marriage, I used to crave for Himalayan food. So Himalayan food meaning soul-nourishing, soul-warming food, where there is less of like masalas or gravies and oil and butter, but it nourishes the soul. So I used to search for it. So वहाँ पे उस टाइम पे एक चाणक्य प्लेस ही होता था where they used to sell some momos which I didn't appreciate it at all. No offense to them. Then my husband also supported me in the journey of bringing the food to the world, because food is one aspect where you can reach to the hearts of millions of people. Through food we can, we can collaborate and integrate each other through our cultural diversities as well. So the journey started long back, but then that time there was no such word as entrepreneur. उस टाइम पे ये entrepreneurship word होता भी नहीं था और entrepreneur बनने जा रही हूँ बोल के भी पता नहीं था. But something was there, that purpose had to be met, and with the passion started it. So while I was in Jaipur in 2011, 12 and 13, that time, I got the opportunity to participate in MasterChef India Season 3. So it was my second audition after Delhi, but somehow I got selected, and it was because of my husband only. And he asked me to prepare any dish and please go and participate so that later you don't repent. So then I went and participated. I made his favorite dish, omu rice. It's a rice wrapped in omelette, and it is very tasty and juicy as well. So then they got me selected, and then the journey after that was no looking back. So from MasterChef India season 3 in 2013, I used to travel to different states for workshops, like culinary workshops. I used to make Japanese, Italian, Indian, and so many cuisines in different forms: vegetarian, pure vegetarian, Gujarati way with only hari mirchi and kali mirch more into it. So, but that was not somehow helping me still, because that was not my purpose, what I was feeling. क्योंकि वो मैं workshop कर रही थी, and then I used to get like, sometimes like this is not the thing, like I have to do something else. And the seed that was sowed long back, like craving for the Himalayan food and authentic food, hygienic food also. तो हर हाईवे में हमारा एक रेस्टोरेंट होना चाहिए जो कि हाइजीनिक, हेल्दी एंड अफोर्डेबल फूड सर्व करेगा. That was the core purpose during that time of me and my husband both together. So in 2013 I started with the R&D and trial of frozen momos and spring rolls. So we were one of the first movers and starters in frozen momos segment. तो मोमोज मैंने क्यों चुना मुझे उस टाइम पता नहीं था, but like only because of the staple food. And another one was that main reason was also that agro produce का जो wastage होता है, there is lot of agro produce wastage, and converting those wide range of agro produce to a product, giving shelf life without adding any preservatives, that was also one key factor. So सबसे best क्या product हो सकता है जिसमें बहुत मात्रा की सब्जियां यूज हो सकती है एंड लोकली रिसोर्सेज अवेलेबल हो, मुझे कहीं इटली, जापान या कहीं से इंपोर्ट ना करना पड़े, मुझे कोई टेक्नोलॉजी सीखने के लिए जाना ना पड़े. तो वो था मोमोज, बिकॉज मोमोज इज प्रिपेयर्ड बाय कुकिंग इन अ मेथड दैट इज स्टीम्ड. Steaming is one of the best method of cooking food, which is very healthy. भाप का खाना जो कि idli and all also for cancer patients is very good. But there was also this stigma that momos is a junk food and fast food. So I had to break that concept also. So to change the way India eats was also a thought that came. So started with momos, and we don't use preservatives at all. So converting at the earliest stage, in one stage of like 1 and 2 levels of steps of processing में हम उसको convert करते हैं into a product, and then the shelf life is more than 6 months. So this came into action and we registered it as a company in 2016, and finally then after that we started with B2B. So we started with B2B with major brands and national brands as our customers, where we supplied different varieties of momos. That time we had around 15 variants of momos. So I started with my curiosity and learning also from Google and everywhere of trademarking the company and all also. So because I didn't have a mentor at that point of time, so I was learning by myself, researching with all the curiosity and inquisitiveness, and trademark few products. Bauza was one of the innovations that we had in 2016. So Bauza is a combination of momos and pizza. So it's about 55 grams in size, and the dough is fermented dough. And though I prefer it as steamed one, but it can be fried. So like this, lot of products were getting innovated. And when we realized that B2B market had a challenge, because the payments जो आते थे वो 35 दिन 65 दिन में आते थे in B2B. So we had also to find a channel where we can directly interact with the customers, and also payment cycle where we have some routine of weekly payouts. So then we launched our first QSR in Malviya Nagar by the name Yankees. So that till the time I was not using Momo Mami at all, and then we started in Malviya Nagar, and from because we used to have weekly payments also, it used to help us in the weekly payouts as well. So this was going on, and we launched a second big mega store in Gurgaon Pani Square with 25 people sitting, dining also. And but God forbid, like COVID came in 2020, right? So in March. So but still we kept it on and struggled, and we touched it, we didn't lay off any employees still. So by all the strength and the togetherness of all the employees and everyone, we carried on. In 2021 April, we shifted it to a smaller dark kitchen or cloud kitchen stores, right? So, but if in fact I would have known that Shark Tank would be coming to India, and I would be participating and applying and would be getting selected, maybe 3-4 महीने का जो gap था we could have covered up. But there is always a learning in entrepreneurship, right? So finally Shark Tank happened, and everything came back in its full form. Then I realized, until then, I had really did not realize that I was building something on what Chef Vikas Khanna used to keep calling me Momo Mami all the time during MasterChef. Everything I had built it upon the name itself. And Shark Tank India, Sony channel was very much, inspired also, and also motivating me to use the name. So then I used the name Momo Mami. Now it's Yankees by Momo Mami. So we have now, we started with a team of 2 members, 2 employees and 3 co-founders. Now we have a team strength of more than 40. And also we have majorly women who are mostly from Bihar, Rajasthan, and they all come from the underprivileged sector, and we train them to become artisans. So as a company and as a founder and promoter of the company, I promote only handcrafted artisanal momos. Though we do machine made also, but we promote handcrafted artisanal momos because each product is handcrafted with love and care. And we are delivering convenience to everyone, all the consumers and customers as well. So now we have more than around 8 products which are trademarked. And we have hemp momos, we have zinger dumplings which are trademark, and piro and like chicken tikka, paneer tikka, and we have immunity diabetic atta momos. So everything is not open in website as well, but now with the 6th store launch in Karolbagh, we will be launching the new products as well. So we also have a small patent which has been published. So innovation is one key thing which I wanted to mention here. Being an entrepreneur, you have to keep innovating and keep building your entry barriers so that you scale up higher and higher, and also build the ecosystem more stronger for the stakeholders. For our company Blue Pine Foods, the stakeholders are first and the shareholders are secondary. So that's where the focus lies. And if any questions, anything, you can ask me. Yes, thank you so much. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Otherwise, I would like to conclude. Yeah.
Thank you, Momo Mami. So, I have a question. Like you just told us that you are basically focusing on the handcrafted momos only. In that particular segment, a lot of labor workers are required. So, don't you think that it's not very margin efficient thing when if you will be scaling on a global level? You can't go handcrafted all the way. I just want a clarification on that, if possible.
Definitely a very good question, because everybody asks me such. So that's where our technology is coming in between. We have also collaborated with a tech partner where they are developing our AI and IoT platform, also the technology. We have all the processes in hand, right? We have all the experience of last 7 years in hand. So it's just about automating few things and bringing in technology to leverage all the processes, and only the crafting, the end product, the crafting which is crafted by fingers, hands, right? That will be done by the artisans, and also we are working on doing with robotics also. So that is where the future lies. It's not just about momos, so it's about the future, it's about being sustainable, it's about giving back to the society. It's also being about environment friendly, not hampering or polluting any water bodies or even the environment as well, being sustainable and being able to replicate in anywhere, any part of the country as well.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
thank you.
One more question.
This question is not only about you. I just wanted to have a better understanding regarding the Shark Tank thing. I've read many articles of the people who asked for funding over there, and they have not got any sort of funding on the back end. So could you please tell us what is the back end process like, and the front end we know it's a 30 minutes pitch which is cut short into 5 minutes pitch. What is the back end process, and did you really get the funding?
So, as an entrepreneur, I really liked about what Master he has also said that first I'll conclude with what he has said and continue with it. Entrepreneurship is a baton of responsibility, right? It's a responsibility that actually has been given by the society to one individual that he or she is capable of driving and taking it forward. So as an entrepreneur, it's also my responsibility that how I want to pave the path for others and as well as lead the path as well. So apart from this, Shark Tank India is a platform where you cannot actually rig anything. To be very honest and precise, because me being the first opener of Shark Tank India, we were totally unaware at that time how the Shark Tank would have happened or how it will go through the due diligence and processes and everything. Even the sharks were unaware of at that time what would happen, because the due diligence at some part were being done by the Sony channel team with the experts and all, but still you never know what the participants are like, for example, right? So I'll be very, very brutal and honest here. And I had never watched Shark Tank, okay, in US and all. So I don't carry a lot of baggages. I go always like थोड़ा खाली रख के जाती हूँ so that I can learn and imbibe more and not that I'll be carrying a lot of things on my head. So the whole Shark Tank thing is about about the entrepreneur actually. It's not only about the money or the funds or anything to do with the product also. At some point it is definitely, but it is all about the entrepreneur. The entrepreneur, so that's what I said, that the responsibility of the society, the baton of responsibility which has been given or shouldered to you, are you a true entrepreneur? Not to offend anyone, I think myself as a true entrepreneur and not a businesswoman, right? So there's a lot of difference that I find personally between a businesswoman and an entrepreneur, true entrepreneur. There's a huge difference. So if you are a true entrepreneur, you will do everything for your stakeholders, you will give everything for your stakeholders. And backstage, it was more than 1.5 hours discussion, about 3 minutes pitching, and then there's a lot of question and answers which goes on about your personal thing and everything and all, and how you behave, how you perform, everything in about that half an hour. The experts would definitely be able to understand what kind of an entrepreneur he or she is, right? Now everybody has become more smarter because season 2, 3 में बहुत सारे pro हो चुके हैं, right? So at that time it was not known. Even we didn't know that who the sharks were. Even I didn't know about even Bharat Pay also, neither Sugar Cosmetics. So board भी नहीं पता था, but I didn't want to know also because then I would be very judgmental about selecting the investors. I was just like कि मैं एक food processing company हूँ. I built everything from zero till here, and I'm a first generation entrepreneur. So whatever is happening best for my company and for the stakeholders. That was my thought. So regarding the funding post Shark Tank, there is a lot of due diligence that happens, and a lot of time it comes out that there were a lot of fakes also, right? अभी तो Ministry of IT भी बोल रहे हैं कि deep fakes and all, right? So there were a lot of fakes, and some really only went for popularity. Some only wanted to be on air. जिनको popularity चाहिए थी वो उनको मिल गई. जिनको वाकई में कुछ impact करना था, they got that impact also. But funding is the thing that the entrepreneur has to really focus. If you are willing to be very humble, be very grateful about everything, and also not to become a troublemaker, rather become a problem solver, because that's what entrepreneurship is about. So I'll not be creating more troubles for my investors whom I'm going to like get married for the lifetime, right? So I'll be finding solutions for them so to ease out, even for the POCs and all also. So a lot of due diligence पे बहुत सारी चीजें होती हैं जिसकी वजह से कभी ना कोई चीज की वजह से रुक जाती है. It's not because of the sharks. it's not because of the entrepreneurs only. There is always a synchronization in between them as well, and how the entrepreneur handles those challenges is a task. ऐसा नहीं कि अब तक पैसा नहीं आया, कब पैसे दे रहे हो? Like अब तक मेरे से मुझे documents नहीं भेजा. You can't be like that. Being an entrepreneur, you have to always be on the seeker side. You have to be always, because you are the one who is building your brand and your company, and you never know when you cross roads with each other with anyone, right? So you have to always be very, very grateful, also thankful about the ecosystem, about life, everything, and definitely I've got my funding, and we got it in 2022. So post that also, we got a lot of good structuring that happened because of due diligence and so much. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody.
So we have with us His Excellency Mr. Bassem F. Hillis, the UN Ambassador, Counselor Embassy of State of Palestine.
Sharing us with your insightful words, your journey, and answering the questions so honestly. Now I request the management team to kindly felicitate ma'am with the token of gratitude.